Rooster here in Tennessee, roostercb.com, and this is another one, Carl Built 600 HD. This one's for a customer that wanted bias and sideband. So on and off switch, and then you guys could hear that sideband delay kick in when we turned it on. So this one's going to be set up a little bit different. Again, same sort of principle, same recommended drive. You may put just a little bit less in this thing because, as I think you guys will probably see in this video, it's going to be a little bit more responsive to drive, and that's just generally how Carl's amps do when they're biased for sideband. They'll do a little bit more power with the equivalent drive. So like I said, we'll see how this one does, but that's generally how it goes. We're just going to test it with our 29 RFX 95 HD. Common question I get, people say, well, I would have liked to have seen what it did in sideband. If you put the exact same power into this amp on AM as sideband, you're going to get the exact same power out. Only difference is the mode of operation. So if 100 watts PEP on AM gives you 1,000 watts PEP out on AM, 100 watts PEP on sideband is going to give you 1,000 watts PEP out on sideband. There's no kind of magic that goes on inside the amp to where 100 watts in turns into 1,500 out, or 100 watts in turns into, 500 out. If the radio does the same power on sideband that it does on AM, the amplifier is going to do the exact same. All the amplifier does is amplify what's going into it. I think there's a common misinterpretation of that sometimes. But anyway, back to the video. Let's test this one out for the customer so we can get it shipped out to them. Carl Built 600 HD with sideband. 14.8 volts is what we're at. You guys know kind of what we're putting into it. About 100 watts, 105 watts PEP, about 35 to 40 average. And here we go. Alrighty, so let's see. Key up here. Got about 110 watt dead key. And you guys can hear that delay for sideband in there. We turn it off. Quick key. Turn it on. Slow key with the delay. Alright, so we'll just turn it off for the video here. Just showing you the sideband delay works. Hello. Audio. Audio. So as you guys see, like I said, Carl's amps, when he biases them, they do a little bit more power with the same amount of drive. The last one did 400 average. This one's doing just a shade more. PEP. Audio 1, 2, 3, audio 1, 2, 3, and it's doing just a shade more PEP, just a little bit past 1,000. Keep in mind, we're only putting 100 watts PEP into it. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, audio check, 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 audio. Good enough for you, good enough for me. I believe she's a talker. And again, as I always say, your meter testing, your meter reading can vary if you got a DOSI, MFJ, what have you. But Bird 43P, pretty accurate, and that is the industry standard. So that's at 14.8 volts. If you go up to 15 volts, you may see a little bit more. You go down to 14.5, you may see a little bit less. Of course, more drive, less drive, you'll see more or less. If I had one of these for myself, even though the recommended drive, I think, is 175 to 180 PEP, I'd be happy with 150 PEP into it and just let it rock and roll. But a nice running amp here, guys. Carl Built 600 HD. I hope the customer will be happy with it. I believe they will. We'll get this one packed up and get it shipped out. Appreciate it, guys. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. Carl Built 600 HD. See you, bye.